Hi there, my name is Marky Sparky and today I want to show you how to build that lovely Viking Longhouse behind me. First of all, the build is 38 blocks wide, 15 blocks deep and 13 blocks high if you don't count the buttons there on top. If you count them, 14 high. As far as materials, you're going to need stripped dark oak logs and stripped acacia logs, which will be used for the build's facade, with the acacia log always as the accent color. You will need spruce fences down here, acacia and spruce stairs for the roof parts, as well as the respective slab and plank variants. Okay, now you have picked your spot to build it, let's actually start. And we are going to start with the front of the build, right there where the entrance is going to be. So pick your spot and pick your stripped acacia logs, and we are going to place the first two blocks, and these are going to be the entrance, 2 wide. And from there we're going to continue on both sides with 5 pieces of stripped dark oak logs. And then again 1 acacia, 5 dark oak, acacia, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is going to be the main facade of the build. Now we're going to, well, lay down the curved edges of the build. And this is simply on the diagonals 1, 2, 3. And here in total 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the diagonals again, and we are on the back side. We copy what we have built here in the front, and this time we are going to block off where we have the exit on the other side. So this is what we end up with, and now we want to increase the wall height to 3 blocks all the way around. Okay, perfect. Now the 4th layer here is a bit different. That is why we do that separately. We increase the height here of the entrance by 1, and we take the stripped dark oak logs and we build a horizontal log right here. Same thing for the next piece here. 5 horizontal logs and the acacia stripped log. Same thing on the other side. And we end up with something like this. Now you copy that to the back side as well, and we're going to increase the height of everything else just with normal log pieces. Okay, perfect. Now it is time to work on the spruce fences, and these are put here on the outside to hold up the small roof down here. We start again at the entrance and we go out 2 blocks from the acacia log, and then every second block we place a fence. And to make life easier, we build that thing too high from the start. Okay, here on the edge it's getting a bit more tricky. So this time we have on the diagonals every second block. So here, 1, 2, the next one, 1, 2, 1, 2, and same thing here. And now you should have 4 here on the diagonal, and then you continue the straight line again, every second block. And here on the back side the same thing, diagonal, you should have 4 diagonal pieces, and then you're on the back side. Now you do that all the way around. The only place where you have to be careful is where the entrance is, because here it's a gap of 2 blocks in between. Perfect! You should end up with something like this. And now it is time to build up the first roof part, which is this lower roof section here. For this we grab the acacia stairs and we put them on top of the fence posts. All the way around the build. Here on the corners, you want the fence posts always be on the corner pieces. That is why we go in and out again to reach the fence post again. In, out, in and out. And then we go straight to the back side of the build. Okay, once you are done placing the acacia stairs all around, it is time for the next layer of stairs, which is one block above, just simply placed against the wall. And yeah, you do that all the way around, and to make it look nice from below, you can put one upside down stair against the acacia stair. And once again, we are doing this all the way around the build. Okay, now you end up with something like this. And for the next part, we are going to work here on this side bit of the build. And we're going to build that, copy it over to the other side, and then we can fill everything in between to build the roof. And to start off with this, we are going to increase the height of these acacia pillars by 2 blocks. And we are going to build a horizontal log here on block 4, because we're going to need that to build upon it. And now on this horizontal log, we want to have the straight logs, one row of straight logs, and then another horizontal log on top. This should look something like this. And now we can actually top off this part of the roof using the spruce slabs. Now just fill in the whole space. This not only covers up the hole in the roof, it also makes the build spawn-proof in this area because you used the bottom slabs. Okay, so we have done this part of the roof. Now it is time to add this triangle shape and also these sticking out logs here on the side. And these are going to be placed right here on the corner blocks. 2 logs horizontally sticking out. And now on top, we can start to add the triangle shape with 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, 4 high, and in the center 5 high logs. Now do the same thing on the other side. And this is what you should end up with. Now we are going to copy the same thing to the other side. Okay, so this is what we are having now, and now we want to add the walls here in between before we add the roof to the top. And we start by extending the wall upwards by 2 blocks here on the outer side, on this side and on that side. And obviously the same thing in the back. Okay, done. And for the inner part, we are going to go 3 high with the acacia logs here. And this is also to force this kind of bent shape that we are aiming for, which kind of looks like an upside down ship, which just adds something to this build, I think. Yes, so 3 high acacia. Same thing in here. And in between we are going to put an horizontal log here on the top part. And fill that in with 2 vertical logs here in the center and here on the outer blocks as well, which leaves us a 2 by 3 window here on both sides. And this is where we are going to fill in these stair constructs that kind of look like Viking ruins, symbols, something like that. I think this is pretty neat. And let's do the same thing on the back side as well. Okay, now to fill in the windows, we take our spruce stairs and we pop upside down stairs on the outer parts of the window. And now the inner part we want to be mirrored here in the center so that we have some symmetry. And what we are going to do is put the stairs here, one facing to the center of the build and one facing outwards. So let's do that here for the right window, the bottom one facing in to the build, the upper one facing out of the build, and we get this shape, which is very nice, I think. And the same thing on the other side, facing in, facing out, and obviously copying everything to the back of the build. And now you can also see why we put the horizontal lock right here, so that you see the side part of the lock instead of the top part of the lock, because that just doesn't look as good. Okay, next we start to add the roof onto the building, and for this we start with the acacia stairs because they round everything off. And we start here on the outer edge and place our very first stair on this block, so not on the wooden shape here, but one block to the outside. Put one on this outsticking log here, one on top, and from this we are going to fill in the whole space by simply putting a upside down stair onto the stair we just placed, a normal stair on top, and you do this until you're all the way to the top. The top stair you actually place against the wall upside down, so you get this shape. Now we do the same thing on the other side. And this is what we end up with. Okay, now we want to create this little cross shape up here, and for this we are going to go to the top of the build, and on the stair that we just placed here in the center we want to place a stair facing away from the build, and then an upside down stair onto it, and on top an acacia slab, and here next to it we want to have the stair now. And in order to do that we need helper blocks, so just put a block here, another one next to it, get rid of that block again and put the stair against it. Get rid of it and we get one part of this cross shape. Do the same thing on the other side and there you go. Okay, let us quickly copy the whole thing to the other side and then we can fill up the space in between. Okay, first of all we are going to build the bottom part of the roof here, the acacia rim, and then we are going to fill up everything above that. And to do that we want to extend this stair part 2 more blocks into that direction, so you have 1, 2, 3 stairs, and then you switch to your slabs to build that part here, which is 4 slabs on the upper part of that block, and then you switch to your stairs again and you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these stairs, and the next part the acacia slab again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2. And now you should end up with, yeah, this shape. And as you can see here, I have divided the roof into 3 parts by adding these 2 additional acacia stripes, and we're going to add these first, and then, yeah, everything else is just filling up in between. And these are actually placed right here on top of the acacia log, so right there. And we're going to build the same shape that we just built out there, up to the center of the build. And it's actually easier to find the center if you have built the back part of the build already. I think we are there. Are we there? I think we are there. And we do the same thing here on the other acacia log. And we end up with this. And now we can simply fill up in between. So first of all we are going to fill this space with the spruce stairs, so just on top of the 2 stairs that we have just placed down there. We are going to continue that all the way up to the top, not on the top block. This is going to be an acacia part again. We're going to leave that out for now. And for the next part we grab the spruce planks and we fill this area all the way to the top. Again, leave the top part out. And the next part, again, the spruce stairs. And the center 6 blocks, the planks again. And as long as you make sure to place the planks here next to these stairs you can't do anything wrong. And same thing here on the other side. Okay, you got the front part of your roof done. Now we can add the center strip and fill in the back. Okay, center strip. Behind this stair here that we have added to create this cross shape, we are going to place a acacia slab and another one. And to create the center part for this plank piece, we are going to take the acacia planks and put them right here. And for the next part, we want to get a slab one higher than this. So we just place a helper block and place slabs here on top. Next part is the planks again. Now in the other direction, we go down one by placing the slabs and then the planks, and in the end it's 2 slabs again. And there you have it. Now you're going to fill in the back of the roof part. Okay, everything should line up exactly like this, and you got your bent kind of ship-like roof done. And actually, if you're just aiming for a very simple build without any details, you would be done right here. But now we are going to add all the small little details, like the buttons here and there, the hanging lanterns here on the side and the fireplace on the top, so that it looks like there's a fire going on inside and it is very cozy and warm in there. So, you're going to grab acacia buttons, spruce buttons, the lantern, the chain, and the campfire. First of all, and this is something that I would definitely do, everything else is kind of optional, but this just improves everything a lot. Put your acacia buttons here onto the side of these logs that are sticking out. Because I don't know why, it doesn't even make sense, but it looks like big wooden nails or something that have been put in there to hold everything together. Okay, as for the top of the roof, what I have done is I have just put buttons everywhere where there is the top side of a block. This not only adds a huge amount of detail to the roof, but it also makes the whole thing spawn proof if you're going to build this in a survival world. Just make sure to put acacia buttons where there is acacia wood and spruce buttons where there is spruce wood. Okay, perfect. Now if you are caring for that campfire effect up there, you're actually going to have to break the center 2 blocks here on top. Well, the campfires, they need to go right here. So it actually works if you just place them right there. But, well, whatever your plans are for the inside of the build, I don't think you want to see the campfires. So we are going to... I'm at the back side of the build. Let's get inside and just place something against that. And yeah, just in general, I would recommend to put... Okay. To put upside down stairs all the way around, so yeah, it just looks a bit nicer up there. And then if you put slabs underneath the campfire, this actually fits and you don't see that anymore. Yeah, but as for the inside, I don't really have anything to show, because when I built this on the server where I built this on, I had my villager trading hall in there, and so I did not exactly build a Viking interior. But hey, there you go. I was about to say we are done, but we forgot about the lanterns here on the side. And for this you want to put your chains on the bottom side of this upside down stair, 2 chains and a lantern, and you got that. As I said, totally optional, but I like these kinds of details. Same thing on the other side. And now we are actually done. Well, there you go. You have built yourself a Viking Longhouse. I hope you liked this build. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If so, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to my channel, because we are so close to 500 subs, and yeah, I can't wait to reach that goal. Yeah, as I said, I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and make sure to tune in next time. Bye bye.